This conference will now be recorded.
In today's class, we are going to discuss two important, very important Spring modules. They are Spring Data JPA module and one more is Spring REST module. Now, let us initially understand about what is the need of going with this Spring Data JPA module. If you remember in Spring JDBC, we have created one interface, student DAO. We have created one interface, student DAO, and we have taken the crude operation methods like insert student, update student, delete student, list of students like that. Then after that, we have created one DAO implementation class, which implements your student DAO interface, and we override the crude operation methods. That is, we override the methods of student DAO. And if you remember in Spring ORM module, like integrating with Hibernate, we have created one interface employee DAO with the crude operation methods like save employee, update employee, delete employee like that. Then after that, we have created the implementation class. We have created implementation class which implements your employee DAO, and we have implemented the interface methods. So what you are doing, whenever we create one DAO interface, we are creating one implementation class. When you create a DAO interface, we are implementing interface. We are creating a class which implements your interface. In all the things, what you are doing, these crude operations are common. The crude operations are common. Means in your project, if you go with the 20 DAO interfaces, then we have to create 20 DAO implementation class, and in all these cases, these methods are common, right? Overriding the interface methods, and we are going to do the crude operations. These are common things, which we call it as boilerplate code. The repetitive job, we call it as what? Boilerplate code. So to remove this boilerplate code only, to avoid this repetitive job, we make use of Spring Data JPA module. And JPA stands for Java Persistence API. Now see here, how to go with the Spring Data JPA module? Very simple. Just we have to make use of one interface called as JPA repository interface. JPA repository interface, we use it for Spring Data JPA module. So what we have to do? Just we have to create an interface, employee repository, extends JPA repository. So instead of DAO, I'm using repository word, nothing else here. Any interface name we can take. Even you can say employee DAO, student DAO also, no problem. So nowadays, when we go with, since we are extending JPA repository, we are saying employee repository, extend JPA repository, entity class name, the POJO class name, and the primary key data type, and open and close curly brace. Nothing. We need not write any code inside the interface. No code, no methods also. No crude operation methods also we need to write here. Just to create interface. See here, one more example. Interface, student repository, extends JPA repository, entity class name, primary key data type. And above this interface, we have to mark it as @repository. So we are indicating that this is a repository, nothing else here. Right? And one Hibernate is one of the implementation of your JPA. Clear? Now, in this Spring Data JPA, we go with the methods like save method, it's for insert operation. Delete by ID, delete the record based on your primary key. Find by ID, get the record from your table based on your primary key. Find all means get all the records from your table. And what about update? We do update by using save method only. Using save only, we do insert operation and even update operation. Whatever the object you are giving to save method, and in that object, if the primary key is a new value, if the primary key of your object is a new value, then it is going to do insert operation. Whatever the object you pass to save method, and if the primary key is an existing primary key value, then it is going to do update operation. So both the operations it is going to do using save method, right? Clear up to here, all of you? Any questions? Now the next important module is Spring REST module. The meaning of REST is REST stands for Representational State Transfer. And the main use of going with the Spring REST module is to create REST APIs. So what is the use of REST APIs? REST APIs are used to develop distributed applications which are used to interact one application with another application. Application to application interaction we do by using REST APIs. So what is the difference between URL and API? Both look same. URLs are given to the end users. URLs are given to the end users. APIs are given to the other developers. So if you are having a application running in one server, I want to communicate to an application which is running in another server. We do that communication using REST APIs. So APIs are given to the developers. It is application to application interaction, application to application communication. Whereas URLs are given to the end users to access our application. They get only the results, the output only. Then now in our application, if you create a class and if you want to make your class to be accessible by other applications running in another server, then we have to mark it as a REST controller. And for that we use @REST controller annotation we are going to make use to mark your class as a REST controller class. Then your class will become distributable. Right? Now, in this Spring REST, we are having the annotations like @post mapping. @post mapping is for insert operation. @put mapping is for update operation. @delete mapping is for delete operation. @get mapping is for select operation. Right? These are the important annotations. @post mapping, @put it is for update, put mapping, @delete mapping, and @get mapping. Now let us understand both the modules, that is Spring Data JPA module and Spring REST module using a application, that is Spring Boot REST CRUD application with Postman client. Okay, so let me open the document. I have made a document here. Refer document Spring Boot REST CRUD application with Postman client. Let me open the document. You can find complete picture. If you are having this document handy, you can develop everything. Right? Now, first of all, what is this Postman? Postman is what? It's a tool. Postman is an interactive and automatic tool. Postman is what? It's an interactive and automatic tool for verifying the APIs. Whatever the REST API we are creating using Spring Boot, to verify that API, whether it is working properly or not, we are going to make use of this Postman tool. Right? And Postman is a Google Chrome app for interacting with HTTP APIs. And how to download Postman is using this URL. Using this URL, we can download Postman. Let me open. Here, once we open this link, you can find, see, it will take you to the respective operating system. So when you click on this Windows 64-bit, it is going to download the file. Once the file is downloaded, install it. So here, when we run this application, when you click on this, it's going to download the file. So here, Postman Win64 setup. I'm just cancelling. Already I've done this. Once the file is downloaded, click on this download file. Run this downloaded file application. Then simple steps. Next, finish. It's going to install Postman. And once the installation is completed, it's going to create a shortcut on your desktop. It's going to create what? A shortcut on your desktop. Run this application. Run this application. Here you can see the method calls. See here we can see the method call, like get is for select, post, insert, put, update, delete for delete operation. And here we have to pass our API. Whatever the REST API we have created, we have to pass, and we have to click on send to check whether it is working properly or not. Okay, right. Now see, complete the HTTP methods. Get is for select command, post for insert, put for update, and delete for delete. These are the HTTP methods. Now let us understand this with a complete example. So for that, let us create a table, ticket, everything, whatever I'm showing, it's already documented here. So everything, how to create everything I've documented. Just if you follow this document as it is, you can develop very easily. Now let us create the table ticket. Open MySQL. Go with the password root. Use Java 05, our database name. Now create table ticket. Create table ticket with ticket ID. Ticket ID int of 3. Passenger name, varchar of 10, source station, varchar of 15, destination station, varchar of 15, email ID, varchar of 20. We are creating a table ticket with this columns: ticket ID, passenger name, source station, destination station, and email. Now, what is our next step? We have to create a Spring Starter project in STS. Now, let me open STS. I have taken a new workspace here, Spring REST. Any workspace can work. Now create a Spring Starter project. Let us go with the name. Spring Boot REST Crude project. I'm going with the name Spring Boot REST Crude project. Type Maven, Java version 17. Any version you can take. Group form.rest.springboot. I'm just going based on document only. Artifact, it takes a name. Package, I'm going with the package com.rest.springboot. Click on next. Here we need to add the project dependencies. So I'm going to add here Spring Web, then Spring Data JPA, and when we add Spring Web, it even includes your Spring REST module, Spring Data JPA. Then next, MySQL driver and Lombok tool. We have discussed about Lombok in the last class. Now click on finish button. Just add these 4 dependencies and click on finish button. That's it. The project will get created. So whatever I'm showing already I've documented. Just if you follow the document, you can manage it very easily. Now here in this example, we are going to work as we work in reality. So in reality, we won't put all the files in one package. Up to now, we use it to work in one package. Now in reality, we go with different packages. For entity classes, separate package. For repositories, separate package, means DAO interfaces, separate package. For service classes, separate package. For controller, separate package. We work with different packages in reality. So I'm proceeding in the same way. See the next step. Create a package com.rest.springboot.entities under src main Java folder. Then once we create this package, we are going to create a class ticket in this package. Now let us create the package under src main Java. Right click and say new package com.rest.springboot dot entities. Creating entities package means the Pojo classes. Now, in this package, create a Pojo class ticket. Create a Pojo class ticket. Now, in this class, let us go with the properties: private integer, ticket ID, private string, passenger name, private string, source station, private string, destination station, private string, email. Now use the lambda connotations like no args constructor, all args constructor, right? Then data. That is for setters, getters, and toString. These are our lambda connotations. Then import the respective packages. Now we want to mark this Pojo class as the entity class. So which annotation we have to use? Entity. Hope you remember this. Entity, your Hibernate annotations, entity. Then to change the name of the table, table, the name of the table is ticket. To mark this ticket ID as primary key, ID. To change the column name, column, the name of the column is ticket underscore ID. Let us even change the columns for other properties here. Column name equal to passenger name. Column name equal to source station, source underscore station. Column name equal to dest underscore station, destination station. Column name equal to email. So these are your JPA annotations. Import the respective packages. So these are the package details. Right? So your Pojo class is ready now. Clear up here the Pojo class? Now, what is our next step? Once the Pojo class is created, next we have to create a package repository. For repository, let us create the package means DAO interfaces. So what is the package? com.restart.springboot.repository under src main Java folder, and in that create an interface ticket booking repository. Let us do this step now. Right click on src main Java and say new package com.rest.springboot.repository. In this, create a new interface ticket booking repository. Ticket booking repository. Say finish. Now, so now what we have to say? Just we have to extend JPA repository. JPA repository. What is the entity class name? Ticket. And what is the primary key data type? Integer. Above the interface, we have to just mark it as repository. That's it. Import the respective packages. Right. Nothing. We should not write any code inside the interface. No methods at all. Just open and close curly braces. Your Spring Data JPA module will take care of all the CRUD operation methods. So that is the beauty of Spring Data JPA module. Clear? Now, the next step, let us go with the service, means the business logic. So create a package com.rest.springboot.service, and in this package, let us create a service class ticket booking service. Under src main Java, create a new package. com.rest.springboot.service. In this package, service package, create a class ticket booking service. You can mark it as a service class @service. In this ticket booking service, let us go with the property ticket booking repository. Booking repository. We are creating property of this interface. Then inject this property automatically. How to inject? @autovoid. Now go with the methods here. So here I am creating the method public ticket, create ticket, which takes ticket object as argument. We are going with a method called create ticket, which takes ticket object as argument. Now what I should do? Whatever the object you pass to this create ticket method, this object we should insert into ticket table. We should persist into ticket table. So for that, we have to invoke which method? What are the Spring Data JPA methods for insert save method? So by using this ticket booking DAO, ticket booking repository, we have to call the method save. Return ticket booking DAO dot save method and password object here. That's it. So this method will take care of inserting your object data into the table. Okay. Now, and whatever the object we have created, that object will be returned back to us. Next method, public ticket, get ticket by ID. We want to pull out the record based on your ticket ID. To this password ticket ID integer ticket ID. Now say here return by using this ticket booking repository, call the method find by ID and password ticket ID. So it's going to connect to the table and it's going to pull out the record from your table, and that object will be returned. To return that object, we have to call the method get. So when you call the method get, based on your ticket ID, it's going to pull out the record from table and that object will get returned to us by using this get method. Next method, public list ticket, get all booked tickets. How to get return? By using this ticket booking repository, we have to call find all method. So when you call find all method, it connects to ticket table, pull out all the records from table, and it will be written in the form of list here. It will be written in the form of list ticket. Now the next method, simple, we are doing CRUD operation methods. Now the next method, delete. Public void delete ticket, password ticket ID, then by using this ticket booking DAO, that is the ticket, by using this ticket booking repository, call the method delete by ID and password ticket ID. That object will be deleted. Next one, important, update ticket. Update ticket will pass our ticket ID. Then I want to change the email. I want to go with new email. So whatever the ticket ID we provide, for that we want to change the email ID. Then first of all, we have to get the ticket from your table based on your ticket ID. How to get that? By using this find by ID. So get the ticket from DB, get the ticket from your database. Based on your ID, we are pulling out the record from table and storing into this ticket from database. Now for this, change the new email. Ticket from DB dot set email, and I want to change with the new email. So what are the new email we are given? We are setting with the new email. Then now say ticket updated ticket equal to ticket booking repository dot same save method. What same save method? Then password ticket from DB. Password ticket from DB. That's it. The record will get updated. Written updated ticket. That's it. Okay. So when we use save method, to the save method, what are the object you pass? If it is a new primary key, not existing one, then it's going to do insert. And if it is an existing primary key value, it is going to do update operation. So these are the CRUD operation methods. Got it? Any questions? Now see the next step. The very important step now. This is the major step here. So we have to create a package, controller package here, com.rest.springboot.controller. In that, let us go with the REST controller class, ticket booking controller. This is the major and important piece of code now. Right click on src main Java and say new package, com.rest.springboot.controller. Let us rename it. It's not correct spelling. com.rest.springboot.controller. In this package, let us create a new class, ticket booking controller. Now, how to mark it as a REST controller? By using annotation @REST controller. Once you mark it as REST controller, then this class will become distributable. Means from some other application also we can able to enter into this class. And how to enter into this class? By using the mapping @request mapping API/tickets will enter into this class. Right? I'll be elaborating more on this again. Now, in this, let us go with the property ticket booking service. So for this ticket booking class, we are creating a property over here, so that by using this property, we can able to call these methods. Now inject this automatically. How to inject? @auto void. What is the advantage of @autowait? You need not create setter injection and constructor injection. Now let us go with one by one method. Public ticket, create ticket, create ticket. To this will pass ticket object as an argument. Will pass for ticket object as an argument. Then now by using this ticket booking service, we are going to invoke the method create ticket method and will pass the ticket object. So what is going to happen now? It will go to the service class and invokes this create ticket method, and whatever the object you have given, this object will get inserted. Now, first of all, how to enter into this method? Since we are doing insert operation, above the method we have to use which mapping? @post mapping. Above the method we have to use @post mapping, and we are going to say create. We are going to say what here? Create. Now, what is the REST API to enter into this method now? What is the API to enter into this method? http://localhost:8080 Tomcat server port number 8080/API/tickets. Once we enter into server, when we say API/tickets, it will enter into this class. So what is the request mapping to enter into this class? API/tickets. So API/tickets to enter into this method, create. So this is the REST API we give to other developers in order to access this method, in order to enter into this method from their application running in their server. But how to get this ticket object? Is by using one annotation @request body. I'll elaborate what is this @request body when we run the application. Okay, so we'll be sending this ticket object in the form of JSON format that I'll be elaborating when I run this application. Right? On the next method, so we have done with the insert operation. Now let us move to the next method. Public ticket, get ticket by ID. So this will take our ticket ID. Now we'll see. We are going to invoke return ticket booking service, and which method we have to call? Get ticket by ID and password ticket ID. So by using this service reference, when you call the method get ticket by ID and pass your ticket ID, goes to service class, this method will get invoked and it's going to return the ticket based on our ticket ID. Right? That object will be returned. Then how to enter into this method now? Since it is read operation, @get mapping. @get mapping ticket/ticket ID. Ticket/ticket ID. Meaning, so what is the API to access this method now? http://localhost:8080/API/tickets. API/tickets will enter into the class. Then ticket/1. I'm giving the ticket ID as 1. Means this 1 will come and store into this ticket ID, which we call it as path variable. We call this curly braces, whatever you are passing now, this we call path variable. Means I'm taking the data from your path. This is our path. From the path I want to send some data. So this one will come and store into this curly braces ticket ID. And how to take the value of this ticket ID into this argument? By using annotation @path variable. By using which annotation? @path variable. So whatever the value we have passed here, that is 1, that will come and store into this ticket ID. Based on the ticket ID, we are getting the record from your table. Clear this method, all of you? Compulsory you have to practice this. This is the very, very important one. And any project you take nowadays, we use these concepts only. Okay, same as it is. Only the class will differ. Instead of ticket, you may go with employee or customer or account or student like that. Nothing else. Okay, but the steps will remain same. Now, the next method, public list ticket, get all booked tickets. Get all booked tickets. Now, here we'll say return. By using this ticket booking service, we call the method get all booked tickets. Okay, so once you call this method, it will go to service class. This method will get invoked. By using this find all, it's going to return all the tickets. Now, how to enter into this method? Same, at the rate get mapping ticket slash all tickets. Ticket slash all tickets. So what is the API now? http:// localhost 8080 / API / tickets will enter into the class. Ticket slash all tickets will enter into the method. So this method will get executed. Next one, delete public void delete ticket. We will pass the ticket ID as argument. By using this service, we call the method delete ticket and password ticket ID. This method will get invoked, delete ticket. To enter into this method, at the rate delete mapping ticket slash ticket ID. We are going with the path variable. What is the API to enter into this method? http:// localhost 8080 / API / tickets. We'll enter into the class ticket /1. This one will come and store into the path variable ticket ID. That how to read into the method at the rate path variable. Based on the ticket ID what you pass, the ticket object will be deleted. Final method, public ticket update ticket will pass ticket ID and will pass new email as argument. Now we call return. By using service, we call the method update ticket and password ticket ID and new email. It will go to this method. The record will get updated. Now, how to enter into this method? At the rate put mapping ticket slash. We have to take two path variables here. One is ticket ID and one more new email. Since email contains a dot symbol, we have to say colon dot place. Means after dot we'll have some other data also to indicate that, because something like at the rate gmail.com gmail dot to indicate that your data holds some data dot symbol and with some value after that, to indicate that we use dot symbol over here. Then how to take the values of this? At the rate path variable. At the rate path variable. Now what is the way to enter into this method? http:// localhost 8080 / API / tickets will enter into the class. Then ticket slash 2 / ramu_new at gmail.com. So this 2 will come and store into this ticket ID, and ramu_new at gmail.com will come and store into new email. That's it. It completes our update operation. Got it, everyone? Any questions? These are the CRUD operation methods. Very, very important code. This document, you keep it handy always with you. Next step, once the controller is ready, now we have to do the database connections. Where to do? Application.properties file. Now, under SRC main resources, you can see application.properties file. Here we have to provide the database connection properties. So what they are? Spring dot data source dot driver class name is that com.mysql.cj.jdbc.driver. Spring dot data source dot URL jdbc colon mysql colon / localhost colon 83306 / java05 our database name. Spring dot data source dot username, that is root. Spring dot data source dot password is root. These are database connection properties. Now provide the dialect details. How to provide? Spring dot API dot properties dot hibernate dot dialect. What is the dialect? As we are connecting to MySQL, org dot hibernate dot dialect dot MySQL dialect. Already we discussed on this in hibernate. And next one, spring dot jpa dot hibernate dot ddl dot auto update. The table is already created, so I'm going with update. Spring dot jpa dot show SQL to see the SQL commands. So these are API properties. That's it. That completes our application. Now once the application is done, now we have to run the project as what? Spring Boot app. Now, right click on your Spring Boot REST CRUD project and say run as Spring Boot app. Now see, the Tomcat server has started. Now how to check? Now we have to test our application using Postman. Here in the document I have provided also. Test the application using Postman. We have to do the following request. For create request, we have to select the method as post and pass your API. Okay, see here. Let us do one by one. So now let us go with this create ticket. So what you do? Copy this API, or you can even copy from the document also. From document also you can manage. So copy this API, come to Postman tool. What is the method called? Post, and paste your API. Now how to send the data of your ticket? In the form of JSON format. So come to body, and here we have to select raw. First select body, then raw. In raw, you select here JSON. We have to select JSON. Now send the data. How to send the data here? We have to send all our details in the form of JSON format. What will be JSON format? The data will be in the form of key value pairs, right? So how to send now? Key value pairs. So here we have to enter open and close curly braces, then say ticket ID in double quotes, then colon and the value. So I'm passing ticket ID as 5. The next one, passenger name, colon and the name of the passenger, comma, then source station, some Hyderabad, destination station, Delhi, email, some email. Once we fill this data in the form of JSON format, simple, it will be in the form of key value pair enclosed in curly braces. Now click on send button. If everything goes fine, then it's going to give the status as what? Response status 200 means okay. The record has been inserted. Now check your table, open your MySQL prompt, say now select star from What is the table name? Ticket. Here, the record has been inserted. Right? Now, let us add one more record. Ticket ID to some name, destination station. Sorry, source station, destination station, and email ID. Click on set. Now, add one more record. I'm adding one more record. Now, click on set. Now see, in your table, you can find totally 3 records got added. So this is our create request. So create request is done. Now we have to get the ticket. So based on your ID. So just to copy this API, come to Postman tool, make the method call as get and paste your API. So based on your ticket ID 1, we are going to get the records here. It's going to return the record to us. It's returning the record. If whatever the ticket ID you provide, if I go with the ticket ID as 2, then it's going to give the ticket ID 2 over here. Right? Then next one, get all tickets, copy this API, come to Postman tool, same get method, paste your API, and when you click it send, we are going to get all the tickets here. Ticket ID 1, ticket ID 2, and ticket ID 3. Then next one, delete ticket. So based on your ticket ID, we want to delete the record. So copy this API, come to Postman tool. What is the method called now? Delete, paste your API. Now click on send. It says 200 OK means the record has been deleted. And if you check your table, here we are having only 2 records. The final one, update ticket. Take this API, come to Postman tool. What is the method called now? Put. Put means update. Paste your API. For ticket ID 2, we want to change the email. Now click on send. See here, that new email is Ramu_new. Check your table. See here, the email has been updated. Right? So these are the crude operations. So everything I've documented here also. How to go with the create request, to add some more records, to get ticket based on ID, get all booked tickets, then delete by ID, and finally update. Okay. Right, everything I've documented properly. So make use of this document and keep it handy with you. Right. So any questions, anyone? So in tomorrow's class, we are going to start off with a new topic, one more, microservices using Spring Boot. So 2 classes will go for microservices. Right. Thank you all.